Here's the play!
Shotgun forgot. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Vanderpool of the back. Back to pass goes Scott. He's going to just take off and run. Get to the outside, get to the 30, 25. Spun down there at the 22.
They got the timeout called. They got the timeout called.
The horn went off.
Well, no, they got the timeout called.
Timeout before the horn went off, so there should be at least 1 second on the clock. Clock operator has a halftime up there, but there's one more down here.
Oh. They called that.
They called it. They did not.
That is terrible. Here comes Coach Baldwin. He's going to come unglued.
Yeah, I don't blame him on this one. The timeout was called before the horn went off, and Baldwin is not happy whatsoever.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, you called the timeout. I heard the horn, so there had to be at least 1 second left.
This is a terrible, terrible, terrible decision that they're making right here.
Hello, football fans. Triple T here. Yes, Triple T is my new nickname, as in terrible, terrible, terrible. The play you just saw was from my game on Friday. I was the white hat. The game saw Shelton, the team in white, taking on Heritage, the team in purple. By the way, Shelton is driving away from the clock. Heritage won the contest 14-6. Yes, the game was close. This play ended the first half, so it was kind of a big deal. I feel terrible, terrible, terrible. Both teams played extremely hard. It was a competitive battle all night long. The kids were great. The coaches were great. The officials were, well, I call this game my minus game, as in we did a good job minus that one play. Earlier in the game, we had an ABA. We got that right. Well, I'm pretty sure we did. My confidence is a little low right now. Then at the end of the game, we had a double foul on a touchdown pass. Roughing the passer, and offensive pass interference. That was followed by an unsportsmanlike conduct foul. The touchdown scorer spiked the ball. Unfortunately, there was a glitch in the broadcast, and we don't get to see the OPI or the spike. So yeah, we got that right. Yeah, we nailed it, 100%. No need to question anything. Going back to the situation in question, as an official, you never want one of your calls to play a part in the outcome of the game, but sometimes the football gods have other ideas.
Hi, we're the football gods. We have other ideas.
Now, the play that opened this video has a clock in the lower right corner. I added the clock thanks to the Zebratron 5000. I back-timed the countdown from the sound of the horn. The clock you saw was actually the clock at the end of the first quarter. For some reason, the only drive that didn't have the scoreboard in the lower right corner was the last drive of the first half. Let's look at the play as it originally aired.
2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Vanderpool of the back. Back to pass goes Scott. He's going to just take off and run. Get to the outside, get to the 30, 25. Spun down there at the 22.
They got the timeout called. They got the timeout called.
Horn went off.
This ordeal was foreshadowed earlier in the drive when Shelton asked for 3 seconds to be put back on the clock. We discussed it and determined if anything, the clock didn't run enough, so we didn't add any time. Speaking of discussions, we also discussed the situation at the end of the half, and I concluded time had expired. So the one timeout Shelton had left was not granted, and the half was over. The coach was a bit upset. He also expressed his feelings at the end of halftime during the 3-minute warm-up, which was actually a good thing. In my state of Washington, the powers that be don't want us to go to our kickoff positions until the 3-minute warm-up ends. So this gave me something to do. I take 100% responsibility for this decision, which turned out to be the wrong decision. The error is all on me. I think the error was part perfect storm and part JV creep. Perhaps if the team had been going toward the clock, maybe if the ball carrier had gone down on the other side of the field, maybe if the ball carrier had obviously reached or obviously not reached the line to gain, this would have never happened. If the clock had 1 more second or 1 less second, we probably wouldn't even be talking about this play. Although my assigner, who was present for the first half, said there should have been 2 seconds left. Yes, my assigner was there. The hits just keep coming. I mentioned the term JV creep. JV creep is a term I coined, patent pending, to describe when we officiate Friday nights like we officiate JV or lower level games. I mean, if this was a JV or a C-team game or a middle school game, this situation wouldn't have even been an issue. We would have just walked off the field. It's halftime. Every member of the crew probably could have done something to help avoid this malignant mishap. The first thing that comes to my mind is looking at the clock. I have a philosophy that we can always get a spot, that we can always adjust the clock, but we can't rewind what the players do on the field. With that being said, there are 5 officials, and not all 10 of our eyes need to be watching the players at all time. And that includes me. Maybe I should have swung my head around sooner and peeked at the stadium ticker. Bottom line, I think I slow played it. I needed more urgency. I was too much like Perry Como when I needed to be more like Sammy Davis Jr. That reference was for the kids. When making these videos, you gotta stay hip. I distinctly remember that I don't have to turn around because I already heard the horn sound. Also, I'm a very slow turnarounder. My whole family are slow turnarounders. It's a curse. Also, I could have asked better questions during our discussion. Ultimately, I came to my decision because no one had positive information that there was time left on the clock at the end of the play. Therefore, I ended the half. Unfortunately, we don't have replay. We can't call New York to help us reverse these things. Well, I can call New York. My Aunt Connie lives there.
Hello?
Hi, Aunt Connie, it's Ryan.
How you doing?
I've been better.
Officiating problems? Forget about it.
Are you getting around okay, Aunt Connie?
Hey, I'm walking here.
I'll talk to you soon, Aunt Connie. I gotta go.
Call your mother. Go Yanks!
My Aunt Connie, everyone. What do you think? What are your tips, your advice, your suggestions for handling plays like this in the future? And I want to hear from every position. Referees, wings, back judges, umpires. Please share your expertise. Hopefully, other officials can learn from this guffaw and prevent a similar situation in the future. I do want to commend the head coach of Shelton. He shook our hands after the game. He was a class act. I really wish the double foul followed by a dead ball foul would have been usable. Look at me, I'm signaling the heck out of those fouls.
Hey, Triple T, stop flapping your gums, capiche?
Sorry, Aunt Connie.
Now I'm gonna go schlep on down to the bodega and get a slice. Go Knicks!
Now it's your turn. Please share your wisdom, insights, and experiences in the comments section below. We have the best commenters in the business, so make sure you join the discussion. If you've enjoyed this video, and we hope you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Here's the Play.